Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sun Devils will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone.
There he goes! Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the... But they've got it now, 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 deep.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. We weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Missouri! Snagged in the end zone. Six.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quick release on the RPO. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Burks. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking for space. It's Derisaw. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Runs for the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off play action on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Burks. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense is in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Burks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
blasted as he lets it go. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Here comes the field goal unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass. And
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The option look. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
I think one of the most undervalued.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Scanning the field, it's Burks. Flips it out to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up. Extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the right. Right on the money. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he got loose. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown. Tackle. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over Sam Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
To the air, it's Burks. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Escapes the sack. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Callow. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do?
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, look out on the right. Pass the tag. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game. Single snap, get a touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll run it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
He's got it, and he's wrestled to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Sun Devils! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quickly to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, that is picture perfect. Zero. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll try to take it back. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger.
Military stun! Military stun!
He'll start this drive going to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose on the right. And he just kept running, and he... from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
52, Missouri, 17.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Burks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona As he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Fakes the catch. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's flat. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking for a man, it's Burks. Firing to the right, complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his man down the middle. And a Good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And they can't make the play on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quarterback on the keeper. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Punch it out of the air. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Pedrino. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rush is on him. Buying some time. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Arizona State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to throw. It's Pope. Slings it. Got him in the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's flat. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Pope. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pen him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There he goes. The tag. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
They're trying to slam it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now it's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Unloads quickly. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Right on the money. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence. And
the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense
unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And this kicker is turning into over-reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. He's at the... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Pope. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Keeps looking downfield. Quarterback's got the first. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Snap to the back. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the...